gig.
I do want to participate with respect to the questions that were asked with regards to the Great Koala National Park and housing supply, particularly in Woollahra. I will just point out to my honourable colleague Wes Fang, mate, we do not need an announcement of a national park to win Kiama, I can tell you. That was happening way before that. You should be discussing who's going to be your leader after Saturday. That's what you should be concentrating on, Mr. Deputy President. A couple of points. You will note, Mr. Deputy President, that again, Take Note debate illustrates the sensible centre where the Labor Party now occupies. You've got on one side, you've got the Greens, who are never happy no matter how good the announcement is. This is the single biggest announcement in favour of the environment in a generation, and they are still here railing against it because it's not pure. Mr. Deputy President, I want to sort of point out some of the points that have been made by those opposite in respect of the deleterious effect on jobs as a result of the announcement, which are valid points, and I actually take the view that the compensation package needs to be improved, and I'll be doing whatever I can within the government to try and achieve that, because I think it's a valid point. But let's not underestimate the significance of this decision for the environment and for habitat. It's a good thing. In terms of housing supply at Woollahra, we heard the same thing from the Honourable Scott Farlow during the debate about the Todds. It's, oh look, we want more development, we want housing, we want to solve the crisis, but you need the supporting infrastructure, you need the proper planning laws. Of course you need those things, but the debate is always circumscribed by, this is really politically difficult for us because we know housing's a big problem. We know it's electorally popular, we know Minns is trying to solve it, but we can't really agree with him, so we'll throw up all these little intricacies in the planning laws to say why yes, but if not, just get on board. Get on board and support more housing supply. Get on board and support more housing supply. Make it a bipartisan approach, and we will work through the planning and infrastructure issues and provide the housing supply, and you might actually get more credit in the electorate if you do that instead of just putting up the shutters. Again, the Labor Party in government, both at the state and federal level, coming up with practical solutions to solve problems, which is why we will remain on this side of the House and you will remain on that side of the House. And as I said, in terms of Kiama, you need to go off and do some homework about who's going to lead you after Saturday.
The Honourable Nicole Overall.